Hey everybody, I'll try this again. I started and for so long, and then it like went away, and I realized I didn't hit the record button. Apparently, it vanished. It must have got lost. Anyways, hope your day's going as well as it can. You know, I've never understood why so many. You know, you got to tear it down. Just, the whole thing's got to come down. It's no good. Drain the swamp. And then what? We go around like it's the Walking Dead or something, and every time a civilization knows they have to have some sort of... it's easier to eat in things if you block out those who want to... I'll bite you. You know. So every nation, our community is really a little bit structured from what helps govern at least help things. We need roads. We still want to have cars. We still, not necessary, but what's next if you just want to rip it all down and be dominated by submission? I did turn the TV on for not that long. They don't take long. I'll talk about a little bit of it. I commented yesterday, even in California, the reason Trump felt compelled the need to turn on some faucets. If I can only trust part of what I heard, and I'll explain why. If he was honest in this part, I took notes, taking notes. Because, life's important, lives are important. What we do and say matter, it should. Especially when you're governing, you're trying to, but we're under attack. I mean every word that I say. But Robert Thayer, he's Kings County Board of Supervisors. He was being interviewed on CNN. And apparently, according to him, there was several lakes this happened to. Now, I seen some scenes where some were flooded and really bad scene. But anyways, the reason I'm bringing it up, there's a theme going on, and it's going on in a lot of places. So let me explain. I feel like I was gaslighted by him by how reality works. So let me explain. They let water out there in his area. He acted like it was very useful, and maybe it was, I don't know. And, I would think people in those areas should know best when to save these reservoirs for helping the crops or whatever. So the moderator there on CNN, she very neutrally asked him, well, doesn't the water then just evaporate? And, and because the concerns, will there be enough there when you need it? They don't get a lot of rain there. It's kind of dry, and there's farming, so it's good idea to put reservoirs in. It's your protection. Anyways, evaporate. He said, not necessarily. Red flag, ding, ding, ding. Okay. Yeah, he said, We could just pump it back up in there from the ground. Things to that effect. That was the understanding from his sentence. Whoa. Pump it back up. So let's get this straight. I've worked in some reservoirs. Got to troubleshoot down in their little valve stations that they have to make. And I logically can't think of a reason when, especially in farm community, you're going to do it on a river stream or something where water can gather and you make your reservoir to build water, because why? It's such a dry area. But while you're making that reservoir, are you going to spend a big amount of money and also have a well to pump it back up in? I'd give it 99% of, big reservoirs in these conditions don't have a well next to them to pump it back in. So then maybe he's talking about like photosynthesis and all the, the water evaporation process and how it'll return again in rain somewhere. Apparently not there enough, so they need these reservoirs. So I don't think there's no well there to pump it up and fill it back up. And if there is, then I would say, stand corrected. But anyhow, that ain't all. If you take a glass of water, and pour a little out, and if it's on dirt, it goes away. Maybe it becomes part of a worm, or who knows. If it's a sidewalk, it'll just evaporate, and it won't go back in this glass. So what's reality? What's scientific, even though it's so basic? And he's a supervisor. So I assumed, from what I know now, it reminds me of, I bet he's kind of voted Republican, I don't know. But it's a common thread to get gaslit. So then I thought, well, what's the motive? Why would he go on national television well, it's still the same thing, trying to spin all the reasons so you don't know the truth. So when you come on national television, I don't watch it a ton. I like doing what I do. I'm not into I'm gonna come and get you. We just, man, I've been hurt by narcissists, and I don't want to see them running our country. And I've seen a bunch of sackless people all vote for RFK. Be in charge of the chief healthcare officer. If we can't see that we're under a dangerous attack, it's the tear it all down style. And we all need to admit that we could have wiring in our heads and then realizing, I guess I was wrong. Okay, if there's ever a time to expand your mind, because bad lines are being drawn. And this is those who want to control the world, or those who would like to find the best way that everyone in the world as a whole can get along. And we need someone, most of my relatives that I know, and including myself, one of my surgeries, both of them were probably helped by something that Democratic plans did. Obamacare, I know relatives who that's how they got their stuff taken care of. Who didn't have the money to, everybody's, working hard. So, but yeah, they'd tweet along or just go with, a herd or something because of the tactics. We are in spiritual warfare, and this is right here's where we're at. Dragging the line. So, There's many other examples of that, but I think I said enough on, we see you. All you charismatic salesmen have to up your inner work because we can see you. And it's, is it up now? Is it down? Will water go back in that glass? Yeah. Mind control to Major Tom. And Donald, keep that diaper on. 'Cause there ain't no way. Everybody's getting by with the, yeah, it's all Mike Crapo. Watched real close as I, these tools. They're running with the devil. Not in a good way, though. Those songs come from a different place of understanding, I'm pretty sure. Can't speak on anyone's behalf of anything about all that. Only from my own experience. And every time there's something so whack, there's got to be something that, hey, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Way better than the written up Christianity when it's submit to my will. Another one bites the dust. Nah. Ain't nothing funny about what's going on. But, you got to know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. Or when the dealing's done. Yeah, I also heard Mr. Wyden. I asked everybody on earth to listen to these, listen to the speeches. The few that I heard were 100% in agreement with what needs to be said. And because in this case, that red side is sackless. And they're wrong. And they're hateful. And they want to tear it all down. They think that's what they got to do while they're robbing from the treasury with a bunch of other bizarre crap going on. Think about that. Robert Thayer believes somehow water would go back up in that reservoir from the water they let out. Maybe if I was a Trump stamp, I'd buy right into it, skip over it at least. Whatever. Nothing personal, just you could become an example once you step out. Mr. Cantwell, please listen. Or it was Mrs. Cantwell. Sorry. I remember you well. I stared into your eyes because there's wisdom, there's knowledge there, there's experience there, there's honesty there. I appreciate you as a human being. And people need to listen to Miss Cantwell. Then I heard the senator from Georgia, Raphael Warnock. I never knew your name, but I've seen you a lot. And please listen to what he's saying. He's coming straight from the heart. And he's dealing with government. I think he's someone you should pay attention to. Probably all the Democratic side. Yeah, there we are again. Whatever. We need to know facts. When you and your loved ones start falling out of the sky and you want to have facts, you want to have somebody that didn't get there by lies and destruction, deaths, attacks, threats that didn't exist until he wants them there. Think about that. Think about that. So you're brave enough to, I don't catch a whole lot of it. I skip and miss, but I catch you and you're making a list. I'm checking it twice. No, I just don't want to be gaslit, and the world don't need it either. It's hard to get out of that when you don't have time to, or the ability. So the leaders are corrupt. I'd call someone that just, so I look for the intent. Maybe I'm being too hard on someone. So the intent, why would he call what's not real, real? Well, that means he's fake. He's on a fake side at least. Is he fooled? Is he in charge of this? Is he a supervisor and he don't know how that would really work? Corrupt. Just got to say it. Boom, 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 whatever. Or unqualified. It's the same theme, but the intent, he's on there because he's trying to salvage the eternal and falsehood thing, trying to protect us. Wasting time, money, energy, ear time on the television. But it wasn't wasted. But it's time that the hiding and the gaslighting it's going to have a little resistance, because our conscious level's going up a little, where 4 plus 3 really is 7. It can't be anything else. Really. We only know what we know. And when we start to hide, if you're Yaldabaoth, you would want to hide knowledge of a whole lot of things to keep you safe, to keep you as one group with one line of thinking, worshipped, because he says that there are no other gods before me, which is a big lie. Big lie in Yaldabaoth, big liar. Hold up that Bible, which you didn't even put your hand on it when you swore in. Maybe that's a disqualification too. I don't know. Looking for something. Yeah. No, just one individual saying my opinion and dragging the line. Yeah. It's still something. It's a fun time to be alive, even though, guess we got to go through these struggles. But, at this point in time, the way it is this go round, way it is this go round, I'm just going to fit it in where it fits in. No. I think of a lot of things, but I try to contemplate what to say. Sometimes, you ready for that? This seems like it's been a dream. It really seems like it's been a dream for a while. I mean, can't believe how things are happening in a way. It was almost like a song. It was almost like a song. Yeah, Donald's doing us wrong. He was lying all along. It was almost like a song. Yeah. Who's gonna fill their shoes? Who's gonna stand up tall? Yeah, who is gonna be at that Opry? Yeah, what a thing. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, a bright, blessed day, the dark, sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky. They're also on the faces of people going by. Anyways, thought I'd hit the button, share a little something. Trying to be good. Dragging the line. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on other things because I don't want to wreck stuff. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. But there's a lesson. There's a lesson. There's a lesson about an oxygen mask. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys another time.